It's Solo Saturday, and today I'm going to talk about top questions I get as a solo cruiser. Now, as for questions I get as a solo cruiser, yeah, I get a lot of them. But I'm just going to talk about maybe 3 of them today. And I have them right here. So let me read the first one. So the first one is, don't you get lonely? Honestly, no. I never get lonely solo cruising. I enjoy alone time. I live by myself and I'm comfortable with being alone and choosing my own activities, sometimes relaxing, sometimes going out to mingle with others. But I enjoy being solo, mainly because I'm always working on something. And honestly, I can't even remember the last time I've ever been bored. But then also that's just me, and it's going to depend on you, what type of person you are. Some people are natural socializers where they enjoy the company of others, or they enjoy always being around others. Me, on the other hand, yes, I like socializing, but I also like spending time by myself. I love spending time in solitude, whether it's reading, whether it's just relaxing, whether it's about thinking of the many projects that I have going on and the many projects that I want to do. And the thing is, nowadays, as a solo cruiser, either way you are, if you're like me, if you're like others who like to socialize, there's a cruise line out there for you. There are cruises out there with solo programs to mix and mingle with others. And even if a ship does have mix and mingle solo meetups, you don't have to attend. You don't have to attend all of them. So you cruise the way you want, and it's completely up to you. But is it ever lonely? Is it ever boring? No, not to me. All right, let's read the next question. So the next question is, do you feel safe traveling alone? And the answer to that question is yes, but I will put a caveat to that, because solo cruising, to me, solo cruising is the easiest and the safest way to travel solo. Now, that doesn't mean you let your guard down, you leave your things all around where people can have access to them, or you walk around without a care, not being aware of your surroundings. No, you do that everywhere you go, even on a cruise. But with a cruise, there are things that I can do safely or safer on a cruise ship than on land. Say, for instance, at night, 10 p.m. at night, I want to go to the casino, or I want to go out on deck, or I want to go see a show, or whatever's going on. Well, if I'm alone on a land trip and in a city, I'm probably not going to do that by myself. But on a ship, I can. I feel comfortable, I feel safe enough to go out by myself on a ship. But I do say that with caution, because I don't want people to feel like, because it's a ship, it's 100% completely safe. It's still a small floating city with everyone that you will find in a city, can be on your ship. So you still have to take all of the same safety precautions that you would on land. The last question, of course, the biggest question of all, is always about, do you pay double occupancy? And the answer is yes, that is the nature of solo cruising. But now, today, there are more options and more deals. Number one, you have cruise lines like NCL, of course, Virgin Voyages, MSC, Holland America. They all now have solo cabins on some or all of their ships. So that's a big difference from solo cruising from when I started to today. Of course, my caveat is, just because it's a solo cabin doesn't mean it's your most affordable option. Always compare prices of the solo cabin to the regular standard cabin. So if it's inside solo cabin that you're looking at, look at the regular double occupancy for an inside cabin, the standard inside cabin, because sometimes it can be close to price, or maybe the solo cabin is only slightly cheaper, or it actually could be slightly more, and you're getting a smaller room. So always check your options. Also, keep your eyes open for the cruise deals, for the promotions, the no single supplement, no solo supplement. Some cruise lines will offer these deals from time to time when they're trying to fill up their ships, or just as maybe a flash sale. So you always have to keep your eyes open for them. And sometimes they're unannounced, especially like with MSC. MSC is one of the cruise lines that's going to be the most affordable option right now for solo cruisers regardless of a deal or not. And often, if you see a cruise that you like for MSC, you price it as double and then go ahead and change that occupancy to 1. Sometimes it's actually 50% off with no single supplement. Sometimes it could be only a few dollars more. So check them out. But there are other cruise lines, such as the luxury cruise line Explorer Journeys, my favorite. But they often have no solo supplement or even 25% single supplement on some of their cruises, on selected cruises. So you always have to watch out for the deals, watch out for the promos, and even with that, always price as solo and then price as double occupancy. Sometimes there are deals out there that just aren't announced. You have to be aware, you have to keep your eyes open, you have to keep looking. Connect with a travel advisor, and especially one who specializes in solo like me, because we're always looking for those solo cruise deals. And I have a newsletter, and I am populating that information, or as soon as I find out, I am publicizing that information in my newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, today would be a good day to join. So there you have it. So those are just 3 of the questions I get as a solo cruiser, but I will be back later with more. Stay tuned. I'm Sig the Solo Cruiser. Follow me for more solo cruising tips.